Christmas time is here, which means it's that time of year that I get to enjoy a handful of seasonal songs from a handful of my favorite bands. Now, there's a ton of Christmas songs by pop punk bands out there right now, and a lot of really good ones, so this actually turned into a pretty fun list to make. And just so everyone knows, this list is the list of my favorite Christmas songs. So if you have your own list or your own thoughts on this list, please feel free to share them. This one is mine, though. Anyway, let's just cut the crap and get right into it. This is my list of my top 10 favorite pop punk Christmas songs. MxPx has a handful of quality Christmas songs, but this one is the standout for me. I'm not in love with the intro to it, and that might actually keep it from being a spot or two higher on this list, but the lyrics in the chorus are absolutely awesome. It also just gives a nice feeling of wanting to see the people that are important to you around Christmas time. And when you get older, that's sometimes the most important thing about the holidays. The Matches had a pretty unique, or at the very least different kind of tone to their music back in their heyday. While most bands around 2004 to 2005 were either pouring their hearts out in every song, or having songs hyping themselves up, the Matches kind of just did their own thing. It was a little bit different, but it was great. So it's only fitting that a Christmas song from them has a bit of a more cynical, darker tone to it. But it fits perfectly within their style. And amid all the holiday cheer going around, it's almost nice to have a reminder that it's not all candy canes and mistletoe for everybody out there. While the Christmas aspects of this Day to Remember song are pretty much limited to the implying that you're writing a song as a gift for someone, it still qualifies. Some songs are on this list for hitting on all kinds of nostalgia, some get really deep into the holiday spirit, and some just totally rock out with the Christmas theme. This one is of the lattermost of those, and it does it amazingly. If the holiday cheer was packed into this song a little bit more, it would probably end up higher on this list, but even as is, it is a really, really great song. Between 2008 and 2010, it didn't get much better for me than Valencia, and they're still one of my all-time favorites. And so much of what I love about that band shows through in this acoustic Christmas song that they put out a few years back. There's some childlike nostalgia in this song, but above all else, just a lot of holiday joy packed into a really soothing tune, delivered in the way that Valencia was so good at doing.
These are your good years.
Well before Fall Out Boy became basically just a pop band, they were as good of a pop punk band as there was from the early to mid 2000s. And during that stretch, they delivered a masterful acoustic Christmas song with a little bit of anger and spite in there, all wrapped up in a nice holiday package. Honestly, for me at this point, it's one of the better songs among Fall Out Boy's entire library, and among Christmas songs by pop punk bands, obviously one of the best there too. Maybe the most endearing thing to me about the Wonder Years is that so many songs have this theme about getting older and life not being the same as it was when we were younger. That and pretty much everything else about them, but this is a Christmas song about that first part. Because come even just your early 20s, Christmas isn't the same as when you were a little kid or even a teenager. And things like getting to see old friends for the first time in a while or going out to bars around the holidays become those new things that you find joy in. Some songs I've got on this list because they speak to all kinds of childlike nostalgia about how Christmas used to be. This one is on here because it's how Christmas feels like now.
Remember when I was 10, looking for...
Of all the songs on this list, this one more than any other taps into that childlike nostalgia of waking up on Christmas morning and going downstairs to see what was under the tree. And if you ask me, it does it as well as almost any Christmas song out there, pop, punk, band, or no. While a lot of songs touch on aspects of things surrounding the Christmas holiday, this one centers around the actual holiday itself and the part of it that pretty much everybody liked the most growing up. And it completely nails it. Absolutely, perfectly. I love this song. If you're making a pop-punk list of any kind, chances are Blink-182 is going to find their way onto it. And this is obviously no exception. And with this song's killer intro and awesome lyrics that seem to be at least loosely tied to the ending of National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, this song touches on multiple nostalgic levels. That and it is classic pop-punk Blink-182. So there's another level of nostalgia to add on that's not necessarily Christmas related. However, this will not be the last song on the list that deals with being incarcerated around Christmas time. This masterful cover of an older track takes maybe as dark a take on the holiday season as any other Christmas song out there. Because underneath all the holiday cheer of December, there's a lot of people out there that don't have all that good stuff going for them that makes this time of year that much more difficult for them. And this song illustrates that darker side of things in tremendous detail to make you kind of see and empathize with somebody that might be going through that this time of year. Not to mention that between the beautiful piano work, the little guitar accents thrown in, and the rugged vocals of Chris Rowe, this song is pretty much musically flawless. I know, this is the second time that I've done a top 10 list on this YouTube channel, and the second time that New Found Glory has occupied the top spot. But when they do things well, they tend to completely nail it. The musical elements that make any pop song great are all here. And lyrically, this fits in well with common themes of pop-punk music, but again, with a brilliant holiday twist put on it all. It's not the happiest of songs on this list, and it's also not the darkest or the most depressing like some others were. But it's relatable, and it's just a really great song. I absolutely love it, and it was not a difficult decision to put it at number 1 on my list. Like I said at the beginning of this all though, this is just my list. If you have your own list with your own favorite songs or just thoughts on mine, please feel free to share them in the comments below. Also, if you want to hear more pop-punk Christmas songs, there's an awesome Groove Shark playlist that was set up by the Pop Punkers subreddit. If you go there and you just search Christmas songs, you're bound to find a thread that has the link to it. Lastly, if you like this video, please click the thumbs up button below. If you want more videos like this one, as well as my other holiday top 10 lists, click subscribe. And above all else, everybody, thank you for watching, and Merry Christmas. Hey everybody, thank you so much again for watching this video. If you have not subscribed yet, click right there above where it says subscribe, and the annotation will take you there. Also on those thumbnails below are some annotations that'll take you to some of the other videos I've made that I think you'll probably like. Thanks again for watching, and Merry Christmas.